Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I'm filming this fairly early in May. As you probably realised, my persimmons have leafed out quite early this year. Now, if you've been keeping up to date with my videos and health issues, you'll know that I decided to sell off a fair amount of my persimmon collection and thin the collection down to a more manageable amount of trees, of which some I hope to plant in the ground and a few I'm going to put into much larger fabric pots. Now this is one of the ones that I've got left that I decided to keep. This is actually a hybrid persimmon. This one is, I think this is my Mount Govela. Yep, this is a Mount Govela. Which I think is one of the Ukrainian hybrids, I believe. Now, what I'm going to have to do with these is, as you can see, this is quite a windy day today, and the tree is very, very tall and top heavy. Obviously, I'm planning to, for the time being, I'm going to leave this in a container. My plan is, as I said, is to put some of them in ground, but what I want to do is prepare them now for get them to grow the correct way this summer, so when I do put them in ground or large containers, they're more in the form that I want them to be, which will be a lower branching tree. Now, as we're right at the beginning of May, these have got a full summer season of growing ahead of them, so it would be a good time to cut the tree back very hard. And what I'm going to do is really going to shock you, because I'm going to remove all of this top growth here, and I'm actually going to take the tree right back to, you can see a little shoot coming out here. One thing about persimmons is they do recover very well from being cut back hard and grow back very strongly from low down. So I'm actually planning to take this tree, which is probably, including the pot, is 9 to 10 feet tall. I'm actually planning to take it back to about here, which is about 5 feet tall including the pot, which I hope will strengthen the bottom of the tree, and the same on this side. Probably I don't need this double foot. I could either take it back to here and here, or I can go really wild crazy and take it back to about here, so I get two single stems. And what I'm hoping by doing that, there's a lot of dormant growth bud areas here. I'm hoping that these will shoot out. I mean, I could go mad and take it right back to about 2 feet, but I think the best thing to do is to take it back to, I don't know yet, might do it there and possibly about here. And this one definitely I'm going to take back to about here. It's got these lower areas here, because at the moment it's very, very swinging and top heavy, and it's disturbing it in the pot. So I'm going to do that in a minute. I will show you the after effect. If it had been covered in flower buds, I might have been tempted to leave it until I'd got fruit and cut it back next winter. But there is, in fact, I've had a good look, and there's one single flower bud on it, and the odds of that staying on are extremely low, because they do tend to drop quite a percentage. So I think, as I've got others which have got flowers on them, which are in better or shorter plants and this in a better shape, I think this is the right time to cut this one back so that it's got all of the summer to regrow. And that might mean that it'll fruit next year anyway. And if in winter I put it in ground or into a very large fabric pot, there's much more likelihood of it doing well. So I'm going to cut it back in a minute, and then I'll come back to you in the next part of the video. Okay, so this is the aftermath of the massacre. This is a tropical, I'll be worrying about it recovering, but I don't envisage any problems with the persimmon. And what I've done is I've basically cut them back to outward facing buds. Done the same on this one and the same on this one here. It looks pretty horrific, but I've left this little side shoot here, but I fully expect, because they tend to produce multiple buds from the unions on persimmons, so even when you look, you've got what look like dead areas, they normally bud out around them. I fully expect, and bear in mind I'm doing this at the beginning of May, I fully expect by the beginning of June for this plant to be budding out all over the place. I'm going to give it a good top dressing as well, and a bit of a feed, because I said we're not interested in, obviously we're not going to get any flowers this year now. I've cut it back so hard, but I do plan to film it again, and hopefully we're going to see a load of you know, it's going to reward me, and I'll see a load of new growth. And by the end of the summer I expect that to be a couple of feet long, and it might, as I said, give me flowers and fruit next year. I mean, it's a harsh pruning, but I think it'll give me the shape plant I want, and a much better tree will result for it in the long term. So it's worth doing it now to get it nice and early, and it's worked with other fruit trees I've cut back hard. So obviously we'll see how this works. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it of some interest. Please give me a thumbs up, and share the video if you like. Obviously, if you want to know what happens with this tree, and I'll obviously be doing an update video probably in about a month's time, remember to subscribe to the channel, and you've got to click on the bell if you want to know when those videos come out. See you all soon. Brett out for now.